So this is what we call a literal equation. That means you're going to solve one variable in terms of the other variables and or numbers. What we're going to do here is solve for t. All right, let's get a little working room here. First step, we're going to get t by itself. So any factor that does not have t in it, we're going to move it to the other side of the equal sign. First thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by a, which means a cannot equal 0, but let's go ahead and do the math here. Right? This a cancels with that a. That simply leaves 8 minus e to the bt here, and this is still divided by a. Let's get some working room. So the next step I'm going to do is subtract 8 from both sides. That gives me that. This is a weird one. I don't like working with negative e's, so I'm going to divide both sides by -1. And when you divide this by -1, all it does is reverse the order of the values being subtracted. Okay, so again, multiply or divide by -1, it just changes the order of what's being subtracted. So now I got my positive e to the bt. Let's get some more working room up here. Here comes fun time. So I have e raised to something. To undo that e, I'm going to use what we call the power rule of logarithms. I'm going to take the natural log of both sides because it has e in it. That's why you use the natural log. Really doesn't matter, but natural log of both sides. The power rule is going to kick in. This bt, because it's the exponent of something that's being taken a log of, that comes out as a factor. Boom. That is the power rule. Okay, right? So that came out as a factor of these two. And let's get some working room again. So this is b times t times the natural log of e. Natural log of e is 1. 1 is a factor. We just kind of get rid of it. Doesn't change anything. Almost done. Going to divide both sides by what is not t, and that's b. So we got this side equals that side, both sides divided by b. b divided by b is 1 again, so that's going to give us that. And therefore, b cannot be equal to 0 either. But here is your final answer. T equals the natural log of, parentheses, 8 minus c over a, close parentheses, that whole thing divided by b. And a and b can be any number in the reals except for the number 0. And that is it. MGZ out.